change is good. If you didn't change your stocks, your feet would stink, brother. In time, everything changes. You got to remember, the old has to make way for the new and the young. My father started this shop in 1933. He came from Europe. He landed in Manayunk visiting his sister, and he met my mother, and they fell in love and got married and started a family. Then he decided to open up his own shop, and here we are. I've been here in this shop since I'm 9 years old. And other guys were out playing baseball and having a lot of... I had to stay and get the customer ready for my father and and stand behind the chair and watch him work and see how he performed his service. And I would sweep the floors, and my brothers did the same thing before me. My father said, if you like to eat, you got to work. You might as well learn the right way. But in them days, everybody had an apprentice. The butcher had an apprentice, the electrician had an apprentice, the carpenter had an apprentice, and the mothers used to go around, please, they would say to the artisan, take my son, you don't have to pay him, just show him how to work. Like send him to a trade school. And that's how I became a barber. I've been here 65 years cutting hair. One time I said to my father, look at this beautiful haircut I gave. And he said, oh, my son, he said, I want the customer to tell me, not you. And that's the essence of my apprenticeship. Now I'm a full-fledged barber, and I'm getting too old. I'm getting ready to retire. I had a beauty parlor for 22 years with 4 girls working and my sister, and I worked there myself in the evening doing toupees and wigs and facials. But no, I stayed here because I was committed to work with my father, and I wanted to see him through. And I stayed till the very end, till he passed. So that's the essence of why I'm here, and I'm glad I did, because I like this better working by myself than working with 6 women. They're crazy. In this business, you got to be an extrovert. You got to know how to handle the public and gel with them. You can't be an introvert. You got to know how to get out and talk to the people. 90% is service. The other 90% is either 180% in this business. The other 90% is quality of work. But you got to understand, you're here to serve people, but you're not a servant. Give them quality. If they like your work, they'll come back. If they don't like your work, they're not coming back. And guess what? They shouldn't have to come back. So you should try 99% of your best work all the time, because nobody's a 100%er. The only 100%ers are in the cemetery. Can't make no more mistakes. But mistakes are good. That's how you learn. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Be scared, but don't be afraid.